What's going on, Urban? I got a long ride ahead of me. I don't know how this is YouTube Live, so I don't know how the signal looks. Let me try to log in and see. It may not be too good. What's going on, Maria? So, I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm using the live button or the live feature on the phone, and on my tablet I was trying to see what it said. It's using paid promotion. What the hell does that mean? Did I select something wrong? I may have selected something wrong in there. Because now with you, when you use the live feature on your phone, you have to go through the whole entire setup as far as adding, subtracting the kids. Is it made for kids type stuff? Yeah, that's the first time I saw that up there. I didn't know what that meant. Yeah, I've got to go over to Dothan. Now, I don't know what that means. I guess that's if somebody had a like if you were sponsoring the chat or something, I would have or if you were paying like and you wore your shirt, or I wore your shirt, or something like that, I guess that would be kind of considered paid promotion. I thought maybe when I was using live instead of Streamlabs, what do you call it, where the screen doesn't bounce? No, it's 58 degrees. It's not that warm. But I've got to go to Alabama today to Tractor Supply. I mean, not Tractor Supply, but to Harbor Freight. So I figured I would do that while I was going over to for some uniforms. I should have took off the rest of the week, but I didn't. I'm gonna see which is better, because I know right along in this area, I know Streamlabs used to cut off, used to buffer in this area here. So far, using directly the YouTube app or the live button, I guess it cuts out that middle section of servers, and it doesn't look like it's buffering as much. Yeah, I can't tell where it buffers at now. On Streamlabs, at least they do give you like a a meter that shows you when it's green and when you're transmitting bit rate, but here it doesn't show you. I've got my tablet up and running, and I hadn't buffered on it yet, so I'm just trying to figure out. Well, I get a buffer. I got just I got a piece of buffer just then. See, it doesn't tell me. Now it doesn't tell me. So you got to have a second device or something. Just like the chat. The chat goes away on the screen. I guess there you go. So it disappears on the screen instead of staying up there. If you want to read it, you got to tap the screen. So I'm just going to run this live as long as I can until I get to where I'm going. I may run by looking for some cards, depending on what part of the area I'm at. I don't even know where I'm going over there, to be honest. I got to figure out where I'm going. Let me look at my map on my other phone. Yeah, a lot of people getting back to work today. All right, let's see, Google Maps. Let's see where I am. All right, Harbor. All right, take care, Urban. Let's see, Harbor Freight. I know there's one where I'm going. I just got to find it. Harbor Freight, Dothan, Alabama. That's where I'm headed. Headed to Dothan, Alabama. It says here I've got 37 miles to go. Which is not bad. Yeah, having a holiday in the middle of the week messes up. Makes you want to take off.
South for 3/4 of a mile.
That was fast, Urban. So where are you headed today?
In a quarter mile,
Which one you got? Like 5 offices. I got you.
Turn right onto West 1st Street.
I am going into Hobby's neck of the woods.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 84 West, West 3rd Street.
So yeah, I was watching this video on YouTube about this young guy that opened up a card shop and in the Midwest, out pretty much out nowhere, a small town, and it's booming. And this guy was talking about the card economy apparently has recovered, and a lot more stores are starting to open up. And it should be a kick-ass year for actually brick and mortar stores. So I'm interested to watch the progress to see if that's actually true. I can't remember the name of the store. The name of the I think the YouTube channel was like the guy that jumped on Jabs. No, Hobby's gonna be Hobby's actually gonna be still probably an hour and a half away, and actually probably further than that. I don't know how far Birmingham is from Dothan. But yeah, if you get a chance, the guy's YouTube channel is Bowman something, and he was talking about it. Said it should be a good year for brick and mortar baseball card shops. I was trying to compare some of the rent from where I was, not just then, but the main town I'm in, and just for a small, well, I call it a small, but it's actually a decent sized building. It's over there in like a Home Depot / Walmart, more like the newer parts of your towns where they build. There was wanting $3,600 a month for a like one of those outbuildings, and it was probably about a 2,500 square foot building. I'm like, man, I don't know how in the hell somebody can afford that. They got a Cricket wireless, which is kind of a spin-off of AT&T. They've got I think it's called Pet Sense, which is a pet store. A Little Caesars Pizza, a Mexican restaurant, a Beef O'Brady's restaurant, a GameStop, and they got about 3 or 4 buildings open. I think a barbecue place is actually coming in too, so, and a tattoo parlor. And I was talking to Tanya, and I don't know how in the hell the tattoo, you think about it, if it's $3,600 a month, I know the tattoos will get expensive, but you'd have to do about 80 tattoos a month to break even. I don't know how in the hell these people are doing it. Then there's like a little bitty off-scale clothing boutique that's got just the buildings there by itself. I know the rent on that was probably $3,000. I don't see how in the hell these people sell enough, especially when they're an off-brand clothing, and it's more like a little boutique for females. To make that much money, it amazes me. You would honestly think that you would sell more baseball cards than people get tattoos. Tattoo is, I'm sure Funkin can say, but I figure probably 80 to 200 maybe. But like I say, you'd have to do damn near 80, probably 90 to turn a profit a month. And in big cities, I'm sure that's probably doable. But I mean, you're talking a little old bitty city of 25 to 35,000 people. You're looking at 3. You'd have to have at least 3 a day walk in for tattoos. So I was, you know, we used to have a professional baseball player. His name was Brian Powell, and I think he played for the Tigers. He was a journeyman mainly, and he ended up washing out. I think he ended up committing suicide. But he had bought a little store in the same town I'm talking about. But he didn't have baseball cards. He had like a little bitty corner sports shop that sold like, and he may have had memorabilia in there, but he sold more of the clothing, the jerseys, you know, stuff like that. And he did well for a while. I guess it was, I guess he had a drinking problem, to be honest with you. And I don't know whatever happened to that store, but after he passed away, it kind of shut down. But, you know, I wouldn't do barbecue and cards. I would do like sports cards, memorabilia, do like put some kind of a screen printing in where you print like shirts for people, sports teams, like your little teams that want your shirts with numbers, print them. All that type of stuff. I was telling one of my girls today, I don't know, there ain't no telling what I'm gonna be doing. I know this is gonna take me about an hour to 2 hours to do all I need to do over here. Then what is that? That's about 12. Then I'll be back. I'll be on sometime, probably about 2, I imagine. I'm just gonna let this run while I drive over. Put some time on the books anyway. I probably won't go live again. I've got about 3 videos that are already ready to be uploaded. I just got to get time to upload them. Yeah, then I got that box 89 Fleer I want to do for the FF card, but honestly I don't really want to bust that, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Dawson's got to work today, so I won't do basketball. I don't even know what's today, Thursday. These midweek holidays kind of mess you up. But I'm sure, well, I'm not going to say I'm sure I'll be on tonight, but it's a good chance. I've been playing some games with Dawson, and I know he won't get home till 9, so I'll probably be on sometime before 9. Yeah, I'll probably be on before 9. I don't know, whenever Dawson gets home, I don't know what I'll end up doing after that. I'll probably go stop by and get me some cards. I imagine I'll stop by, depending on where this store I'm going to is close to that Walmart. Pick up some clearance packs, whatever they got. See what they got. But I'm fixing to. That's right. Just give me a holler, Urban. I'm fixing to. I'm gonna leave this running, but I'm gonna mute it because I gotta make a phone call to the office, and then I'll come back. So I'll catch you in just a minute. But I'm fitting to mute the mic. All right, there we go. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna let this thing run, and I ain't gonna call it a silent stream, but if somebody jumps on, I'll speak to them, but if not, I'm not gonna really. I gotta figure out what's going on with this GPS here. I'm really just testing to see how long this versus Streamlabs, how good the connection is. And so far, it seems like it's holding up a lot better than when I use Streamlabs. So I'm probably going to just use this one most of the time now when I'm out. Yeah, I think I'll probably run by and card Walmart. We ain't got no card shop over here. Probably run by there, see what they got. But I'm actually going over for business this time. Let's put on some. And I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to end up being cool today, but now it's warming up. It's in the 60s now. All right, let's see. Where the hell is my vent? There it comes. What's going on? I don't know if you're still here, cause I had to take a phone call. I'm going over to Hobby's neck of the woods. I'm gonna be probably about an hour or so away from him. I think. I don't know exactly how far Birmingham is. I'm gonna be in Dothan, Alabama. So I'm just killing time. I got to run to Harbor Freight. Then I may make a run to I heard Target had 90% off of all clearance, but I ain't never seen them put baseball cards or any kind of cards on clearance at Target. So I'll try to hit them up if I'm close enough, and then I'll try to hit Walmart. I know that Walmart, if it's near me, I know good and damn well they got a ton of cards on clearance. But it's usually the same old stuff, you know. Alex, I am. I've been doing some research. I watched this one video. His name's Bowman. I can't remember his whole name, but he was talking about how the landscape for that had a call. But I got cut off because my phone rung. But anyway, he was talking about the brick and mortar shops are making a comeback, and it started, I guess, mid 18. Now they're starting to do a lot better. He referenced this one guy, and he's a younger guy. He opened up a store in the Midwest, and I think his store is maybe called Collector's Card Shop, and he's booming, and it's in a small town. I think there was no card shops in the area, and I know he's booming big time on his card shops. So I'm actually considering it. I'm doing research on where to get the good product, and the biggest thing is finding either a building to buy or to rent. I found one that the guy wants 20 grand for, and it used to be an old like a cafe, an old small cafe, but it's in a small town, because I travel between several different towns, and it's in a small town about 19 miles from the bigger town. But they all are I mean, the closest card shop, like right now, I'm going to Dothan, Alabama, and it's right now we've been live for about 41 minutes. So Dothan is about 45 miles from us, and they don't even have a card shop, and it's about 100,000 population maybe. Then Tallahassee, Florida is south of me. They don't even have a card shop. So the actual true closest brick and mortar card shop is probably 3 hours. So we just have your normal Walmarts, your Targets, Walgreens, just no true card shop. So the biggest hurdles is going to be able to find out where to get the supply. I know you got to be a big ass distributor or a big ass card shop to get it directly from like Topps or Panini, but then you can get it from, like, say, little middleman distributors. I used to do the e-cigarettes and the vape and all that stuff, and I had to go through distributors for that. Prices was a little bit higher than what you paid at, if you bought it from Topps, but still low enough to where you could mark it up and make a profit. So I've got my state tax ID number. I just have to change the name over and go from there. So that's my plan. If not this year, I know that's my plan. I'm only going to be at where I'm at now. Hopefully, I want to say maybe 5 more years. And so I've got between now and 5 years to really figure out what I want to do. If I could do it this year, sure, I'd jump right over it. But I don't know exactly how. There's a lot of steps I need to take first. Like I was saying the other day, I don't know if you was listening, but another card shop just opened up in the bigger of the 2 towns that I go to, and but they don't do sports cards. They only do the, I guess the Pokemon. Yeah, that was the same area, but they're more on the downtown strip, I guess you'd call it. But they do they have like Pokemon battles. They actually have the shop that's got the tables in it, and you sit and do the battles. So all they do is like your Pokemon and your I don't know, Magic the Gathering, those type cards. And then there's another one in that same town that I haven't been able to catch open, but I know they're open, but they don't have tables. All they have are the cards, and it's more of the Magic Gathering type stuff too. So I think if that town can hold 2 of those, there's got to be room for at least a sports card, sports memorabilia. What's up, JDLS? Hang on, that's gonna be my radio.
900 Grady Cobb Road, 900 Grady Cobb Road, reference to unresponsive but breathing.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing with I'm actually going to Harbor Freight right now. I'm trying to find Harbor Freight.
Reference talking about subject is fallen, is unresponsive but breathing.
So, but yeah, so I think, and like I say, when I say a brick and mortar, I'm not talking some fancy ass building. Honestly, a couple of 100 square foot downtown in the walking district. You know, you don't have to have a major monster of a store. You know, you can stack the boxes on top of each other. You can make it. It's how you present it, basically. It's not the size of the store. So if I can find something, you know, decent, and my biggest thing is I'm not after the store. I just need to have the fiber internet before I can start doing the breaks and the auctions and the online stuff. I got a lot of ideas for online stuff that I haven't seen out there, but my internet's just not very reliable, and I don't feel it's, you know, it would be right to try to, you know, do things and have it cut off. So it's going to have to be a package deal, really. It'll have to be it's a Harbor Freight's over here somewhere. It'll have to have the internet based, the shipping, you know, storage, stuff like that. They're out there. It's just, do I want to go ahead and actually do it? That's my biggest that's going to be my biggest hurdle. All right, I know Harbor Freight somewhere down here is getting that done. I mean, I'm not worried about buying the building. In fact, I was trying to work up a deal with that guy, but you know, the tax assessor for the county that I live in, he works with me in a capacity, and he told me that's kind of a little high end for that building. But it's in a great location, but you'd have to have a shitload of
Crossroad, here around the 900 Grady Cobb Road, 900 Grady Cobb Road, reference to a female patient whose spelling is unresponsive but breathing.
You'd have to have a shitload of renovation. So I'd have to work up a deal, but nobody wants to work deals up these days. So, but that's my plan. I mean, it's a true 5-year plan, but I want to do it as quick as possible. But I want to do it in the best successful way to do it. Just because if you just go out there and throw a card shop up, it'll probably fail. So, but anyway, with that said, I'm fixing to run in here to Harbor Freight. So I know the stream's not going to stay on, so I'm going to have to kill it. And I'll catch you guys. I may go live again when I leave. So I'll catch you guys in just a little bit.